So hello everyone, this is going to be our first live stream and let's see if we can find good trades or not. Let's see how it goes. So here we are looking at the gold chart and currently it's in sideways range. Since morning gold has been just retesting this zone. The zone is retested 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's probably going to break, right? And for the downside we can expect a good move. So let's see how we are going to execute this, or if we can find a good trades or not. Personally, when I open the charts, I just take my time and analyze everything properly from higher time frame to lower time frame. So I get a good picture about what I'm looking at. And this is how it should be done, right? So so here we can see that let's create few support zones and analyze it properly. So this is the gold chart. Can you guys hear my audio? I hope you can. I'm very new to this. So just don't judge. And yeah, we are here to learn. So let's focus on that. So let's begin. Firstly, goal is respecting this trend line. After the break of this trend line, it gave a pretty good move upside. This move is around 10, 20, 30, 40. So it was a significant move. Around 500-600 pips. So whenever you plan to enter a trade, firstly just look that if it's aligning with higher time frame or not. There's so much chaos in 1 minute, 5 minutes, and mostly you are going to just enter the trades and exit it. So just focus on analyzing the higher time frame properly, then shift to lower time frames. It gave a good move, then it came back to this level, and again it tried to go up, but there was a strong resistance here. So it came back to this level, right, creating a support zone. Firstly, it broke this support, which was looking pretty strong, 1 hour support, which was tested 2 3 times. One, two, three, four. It was tested 4 times, and after it broke this level, everyone was expecting that it will go till here, but eventually it took the SL of all sellers, right? This move was around 200 pips. Obviously, many of you would have made a lot of money in this, but if someone was targeting this swing, most probably they would have just entered in loss or break even, right? So it's very important that you cut your positions, book profits. Having take profit levels is very important. Otherwise, you can turn a winning trade into a losing one in just minutes. It's not a big deal. Right? So just set take profits level, and if you believe that your trade can go big, just hold it with very small quantity. So you'll start getting confidence, you'll start believing in your analysis that whatever you are doing, it's working, right? But when you hold it with a big position and it go against you, and you eventually close in loss or break even, you feel like you are wasting time. You have wasted a lot of time. Your day is wasted, right? You haven't made any money in that particular day. So here what we so firstly we are talking about this, so we get a good idea of what we are planning to do in the future, right? And you don't have to complicate trading by learning all these concepts. SMC, ICT, it doesn't make any sense. Just stick to the basics, follow your rules, risk management, psychology, follow everything properly, and you'll be a profitable trader in the long run. Trading is not that complicated. You just have to be good at executing, stick to your plan, and it will help you a lot. So this is 15-minute time frame. What we could have done here, our entry would be around, obviously this is already done, so we are just expecting what we could have done, right? I'm just telling you guys to show you how the take profit and everything works. So our entry would be around here, right? And as this is a strong red candle, so we would have expected that this is going to fall or whatever, right? But if you look at the SL, it's not a strong SL, right? It's not a good SL at all. Like it's more than 150 pips. And 150 pip SL is only recommended if you are targeting around 400-500 pips, which we could have got if this trade worked, but reality is in front of us. And when trading gold, I would suggest that don't go beyond 50, 60 or max, at max. If you believe your setup is pretty good, you can maximum take 100 pips, and the target should be at least 200-300 pips, which is easily achievable nowadays. So we are not getting any entries on 15 minutes. Like, think about this, guys. You have to challenge your perspectives, right? So on 15 minute, we are not getting any good setup. But if we look on the lower time frame, Like it broke, it came to this level. The right SL would be around here, right? On 15-minute time frames, this was the only logical zone we were getting. This one, that if we are setting at this point, this is a safe zone. But here we got another one. I'm just getting used to all these things, guys. I'm not that professional in live streaming and everything, but I'm still trying to get better at it, and eventually in few days we'll get better. So yeah, we are planning to enter here. So the SL would be at this wick. So still it's very big, 81 to 94, which is around 130 pips. Still it's very big, but yeah, this is a good setup. If you look, this zone is tested around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's more than 4, right? 7, 8. So it was going to give a good break. Most of the support and resistance trader would agree with me that this is the most simplest way to make money in trading, right? Just trade breakouts. Like most people say that breakouts don't work. They don't work if you are trading only breakouts which are tested only 1 or 2 times. If a zone is tested 4 to 5 times, I can give you in writing that that trade is going to work, right? Even if it's giving you 1:1, 1:2, it's not bad. It's not bad, guys. You just have to close early, or if you believe that it can still go up, just hold it with small position. But you are going to get 1:1 or 1:2 very easily. So at the top of this big wig, it's around 120 or 130 pip SL, and the target would be around. In 15 minutes we can see that there are a lot of zones, and obviously if it's going to cover this range and there's no volatility in the market, so it would have taken a lot of time. So our logical target would be around here, right? That after a breakout, if we are expecting that gold will crash, or it can easily give this much target, and you can see this order block. So from here you would have expected a reversal. So after making this entry, we would have just set our take profit levels, at where we are going to book profits, and it should be very logical, not like that you're just trying to book profits, or you are just avoiding that fear of making loss. No, those zones should be very perfect, right? So here we can see this one, even though it's tested with this wig, but yeah, it's a significant zone that even if price come to this level, it can take a small bounce back or completely reverse. We never know, right? So yeah, this zone is pretty good, and this zone is also looking good, which is, I think, our no, it's not our main target. Our main target is here. So yeah, these are 2 zones. We can set this zone as well, even though they are very close, but yeah, you can book very small positions. And if you look, guys, 1, 2, 3, 3 take profits are touched, and this was our main TP. So always, just for the safer side, set 3 to 4 take profit levels. If you look, this is a clean range, right? Worst case scenario was we were catching at least 100 points, 100 pips. So it is not around completely 1 is to 1, but yeah, something around that. So it was still not that bad, right? Overall, this trade was around 1 is to 3.5. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Here we would have closed the third position. SL would be around, like after we have touched this point, our SL should be around at the top of this wick, right? So even if the price started reversing, we would have just closed at a good amount of profit, right? It was not at all a break even, or not that big, but still a significant profit. You can expect if this was a 1 is to 2 trade, so that much profit, right? So this is how I trade, and this is how you guys should trade as well, right? Even if the price reverses or go completely against you, you're not losing anything. So this is the right way to trade. Obviously, there are people who will say that I just close at my stop loss or target. But yeah, if you wanna make money in the long run, I would say this is the right way. Obviously, you cannot deny that holding your position is not important, but you have to learn that. If you are a beginner, if you are in this market for 1 or 2 years, you have to learn holding, right? And you are not going to learn like that if you are just going to sit with one open position. Trust me, you will face a lot of emotional fluctuation, and you will just keep exiting, entering, trade again and again, and you will fuck up a very good trade, right? So yeah, trade like this for at least few months until you become profitable, and then try new things. It's all about trying new things, finding your edge. If these things are working for me, it's not necessary that it will work for you as well, right? You have to keep finding your edge in the market. So earlier we were looking at this range, right? So here we are. This is a zone. This is more clean. This is more clean. Even though it's a big zone, right? If we make to this level, we can make this zone, but it's not that clean, right? This looks better. I just keep my trading very simple, guys. Support, resistance, fair value gaps, order blocks, and yeah, basically going with the trend lines. I also trade trend lines a lot. I believe if you are trading them right, if you're not going against the trend while trading trend lines, you'll make a lot of money. So this is the zone. Firstly, we'll look at 1 is to 1s, then we'll see how long we can hold the trade and make it bigger, right? Here we might get a good entry. Again, we were talking about this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if we get a small pullback, and then if it crashes, it's a good thing, but yeah, it's not a good entry, right, guys? It's not a good entry. If we enter now, we'll just fuck up the risk management, and our first target will be here. Our first target will be here, and it's a clean range. So we can set our second target till here. And our third target would be around this zone. Looks good. This zone looks good. So yeah, I think it's good. And if we want to hold for long term, or if we can hold for 24 hours or more than that, so this is a clean range. Obviously, it's very unpredictable. Like I said, it will take a small pullback, and that is going to be our entry. So it's taking a pullback. Let's see how it goes. Now, trend line traders would argue that it's making a trend line, and it would have worked if the zone wasn't tested 3-4 times, and we never know, it can still work. But my views towards sell side, and I want to stick with my plan. If it goes up, it goes up. We don't care. This is the thing. You just have to take higher probability trades. Stick with the analysis. You don't have to change your plan, your setup with every single candle, right? So let's make this a full take profit. Let's remove this. It's not looking clean. Always keep your charts clean. You don't have to add a lot of indicators and all these things. Yeah, it's good. Like I said, it will take a pullback, and now if it's coming down, so then it's going to be our entry, right? Let's set here. Let's just set the reminder here and trade other pairs, making an entry here, right? And SL would be at this point, so we are just risking 50 pips. Yeah, 50 pips, around 50 pips, and we are expecting a target of it's pretty good. Even the first target is of 140 pips. So this is around 200-300 pips trade. Right now the scenarios can be, it goes a bit up like this, and then come here and here, right? And the second probability is it goes here, a bit pull back, again up, and I don't think that this trend line is going to work. It might work, but as per my analysis, it's not going to work. It's just going to take the liquidity here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is liquidity here, so we might see a push to this level, but yeah, after taking it can dump. Let's see. Let's just clean these things. And the only reason is testing of this zone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you compare, this is a more bigger trend, bigger zone thing, right? On the 5 minute, 15 minutes, yeah, on the 15 minutes, it's tested 4 times. So it holds more value for me. You can never be right. If you are even having 50-60% win rate, you'll still make money. Just look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a strong liquidity here as well. But it's not that clean. We need equal lows. Here, here, here. If it starts working, so if it starts working towards buy side, there's no strong zones we can stop it, right? Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. It will cover the full trend line move if it starts working. So we haven't entered yet. Just waiting for the right time. It can go up, touch the trend line, or even break the trend line. So we are not entering. We are not at all entering this thing. Even if it's going to explode, we are not going to enter. Till then, let's analyze GBP USD. I like this pair, even though this trade was a losing one for me. But yeah, I have made a significant amount of good trades in this pair. Just go to 1 minute time frame and keep things simple. Like if you look, I was just overcomplicating this thing. This thing happens over and over again, right? You can see that it was a clean trend line break, and after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again this zone was tested 3-4 times. It was eventually going to break, right? But when we go to shorter time frames, we just see a lot of things, right? It can go to buy side, sell side, but higher time frames are always telling you the right thing. You just have to follow it. So after this trend line break, it consolidated for a while, invited buyers at this point. It's not that clean, but it's a fair value gap and order block. So yeah, it gave a good move. Not that bad. 98. Around 30-40 pip move. And after that, it's just bloodbath, right? And I believe that it's going to touch this level or this level, bare minimum. It's very possible. So yeah, if you were live at that time, we would have caught this trade. But yeah, it is what it is. You cannot ride all the waves. You just have to accept, be patient. Market is always going to be there. We have to aim at bullseye and target properly instead of just shooting everywhere. That scalping thing, entering and exiting trades again and again, entering with large quantity. That's very useless. You're not never going to be profitable with that. You just have to make your rules, 1 or 2 trades per day or max 3, right? Like if you are someone who likes to trade, who likes to keep their position open, just 3 trades, not more than that. And if you are winning, if you are having decent profits, then you can risk on the 4th trade a small quantity, right? You don't have to be greedy that you are risking all your profits on the 4th trade just for the safety. Make your risk management very properly. Analyze that how much you are willing to lose, how much you are capable of losing in that fourth trade, right? Then only enter the position. It's all about managing your profits and being disciplined. So yeah, we were discussing that the zone was broken, and as you can see, clean breakouts come like this. They don't make you wait or take unnecessary pullbacks. They come like this in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a move of more than 50, 60 pips. I guess more. It will take a small pullback here or here, and then continue moving down. So yeah, let's see how shorter time frames are performing. But yeah, this is why I don't like swing trading. Obviously 2-3 days are not a lot, but holding your positions for 2-3 days, looking at high profits and then seeing your position in loss, right? It wasn't a big pullback, but at this point profits would be very less as compared to this point, right? So yeah, max 3-4 hours or a day, not more than that. That's how you trade. That's how I trade, basically. So after this break, on 5 minute, again if we look, there was a strong zone here. It gave a break. It wasn't that fast, but yeah, it worked. And coming up with a trend line structure, we can see that buying is not strong here. It's not that strong. So we would have made a trend line. And again, if in real time, if I was in this position, I would have closed my position, most probably. But yeah, if we are being patient and trusting our analysis that this thing can work, even though charts are not saying that this is going to work, but if you believe in your setup that this can work, just hold it. And if you look, even the SL is very small, 27 to 34, around 6-7 pips. So it's not at all a huge amount of money. Even if you are trading with one lot, it's just a risk of $60-70, right? So yeah, our entry would be around here, stop loss around here, and targets would be around here, right? Obviously no one was going to expect that this is going to give this much big of a move, but yeah, if you look, we are not having any small targets here, because this is the main target. There are no strong zones here. Not a single zone. I set my targets completely based on order blocks and fair value gaps, or a strong zone which is tested 1 or 2 times, not 4 or 5. If it's tested 4 or 5 times, so I would just make my targets bigger, as it's going to break eventually. So our targets would be around here, and we would have kept the remaining position here and booked 50% or something like that. Made our stop loss 0, so we become risk free in this trade, and let our position run. And as we can see that it's going down, so just let the trade run. It's moving very beautifully, very beautifully. Even at this pullback, if we would have taken an entry, still it's a amazing trade. So we are not going to get any entries in GBP at this point. Obviously you can overtrade. For selling, we are already late, even though it's going to go more down, but yeah, even a small pullback like this is going to take ISL, right? So for selling, I'm not interested. And for buying, we don't have a strong zone, right? If we enter towards buy direction, it's just, yeah, speculating. You're just making assumptions without having any strong logic, right? So I'm not interested in GBP right now. Let's see if it changes the price action or something else happens. So it was a good thing that we didn't enter the gold trade. Gold is not working in our favor currently, but it's doing exactly what we expected. It came up, and now from this point or this point, if it goes down, it's going to be a beautiful trade. It's going to be a beautiful trade. But from here, if it gives a breakout, then we are not interested. We'll just close the stream and wait for better trades tomorrow. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. You just have to accept that it's not your today. And not taking trade is better than taking unnecessary and losing trades. So we are seeing momentum here, and we might get a small SL. We might get a small SL. This is not the right time to trade gold. If we were trading at the New York Open, then it would be more better, but still we can find quick scalps. Let's see what BTC is doing. Like I said, guys, if we would have made that sell entry, our SL would have hit at this point. So it was a good decision to not take the trade. If you look, this is a very clean trend line. Very clean trend line. A trend line like this have very less chance of working. It doesn't have any momentum. It's not making a strong structure. It can go to here, or even here. But there are very less chances that it's going to cover the full move. Like, always remember, a trend line should be like this. If it's in downtrend, it should be like this. You get the idea? Like this. And then if it comes here with volume, then we can take a chance towards buy side, considering it as a reversal. And with setting proper take profit levels, we can make decent amount of money. But if a trend line is coming like this, it's showing that selling is having a good strength, right? You can see there are very less buying candles, and most of the candles are red. So yeah, even if it goes to buy side, no, still not interested. There's no volume in buying as well. You can see it took only around 3-4 red candles of selling to come to this zone, and it's taking a lot of buying candles to come to this zone. So it's showing that buying is not that strong. So yeah, let's wait for a setup. Guys, you can even set it on your device as well. Just set a timer here that if it crosses this level you will get a notification and your sell stops and everything. It's a very small risk trade, only around 35 pips SL, and the first target is of 120 130 pips. So yeah, go with small quantities at first, and if you see momentum you can add more positions, and only make those positions which you are prepared to lose. Only enter with that much amount of money that you are willing to lose. So we'll come live tomorrow at a good time, right? New York Open or overlap of London and New York, so we get good opportunities. I was waiting for this setup in BTC. Most of the times these setups at least give you 1:2, 1:3, and if you are lucky it can give you the full target as well, but 1:2 and 1:3s are inevitable. You are going to get it very easily, right? This was a strong candle. Stop loss would be around here at the top of this wick. Targets we can make till here. First take profit would be here, second would be around here before starting off this fair value gap. So our first take profit was hit, and after that it gave SL, but still it would have been a good trade if executed properly. BTC works well on 15-minute time frame. You can trust the order blocks and everything, right? Here you can see this order block. Look how beautifully it respected this zone. How beautifully this zone was respected. Just look at it. In few minutes back I was explaining this thing. This trend line is very steep. It has very low probability of working. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very steep. If it was like that structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, it would have worked. So after the break, it gave a good move, 1:2, 1:3. But yeah, if you were expecting that it will cross the zone and give a strong breakout, there are very less chances of that happening, right? So here we saw the momentum. It took a pullback again. And one more thing, you just have to be very patient when trading BTC. You have to make your stop loss above the wick. Give a good space to the SL, right? It can go very close to your SL and still take profit. So yeah, the SL would be around here, and the take profits, our first take profit would be around at this order block, and in this zone we were expecting this zone to get hit, right? So our second take profit would be around at this point. Very clean move. You can see around $3,000 move, which is insane. by just following one order block and going with the trend. And the pullbacks were very small. Even the pullbacks were very small, right? As you can see, guys, my channel is new, so YouTube is not pushing it to the interested audience. It will take time. It will take around 3-4 days for the algorithm to get used to it. So yeah, we can expect low watching for few days. Let's see what gold is doing. So as we were planning that it will touch the zone, or maximum it can go to the zone. So now it's looking good. We can start making our positions here, but our main position will be around this point, and then we can expect this target. So you can just set your sell stops and just go to sleep. That's it, because you're not going to expect volatility at this hour. Avoid GBP for few hours. Let it settle first. Let it absorb the liquidity and volume. So that's it. Currently we are planning only one trade. So this was it for the stream. We'll catch you guys tomorrow at London Open.